Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're diving into a coin that might not get as much attention as others, but still holds an interesting spot in Canada's coinage history. The 1981 Canada 1 cent coin. Let's start with a quick look at the design. The 1981 Canada 1 cent coin features the iconic blue nose schooner on the reverse, which has been part of the 1 cent coin's design since 1937. This particular design was chosen to commemorate the Blue Nose, a famous fishing and racing schooner from Nova Scotia. On the obverse, you'll find the classic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Susanna Blount. This portrait was first introduced in 2003, but the 1981 coins were made with the older Michael de Lapey's portrait of Her Majesty. Keep in mind that this was a time when Canada was still using the royal effigy on most of its currency. In 1981, the Royal Canadian Mint produced millions of these 1 cent coins. The coins were struck primarily in copper-plated steel, a material used for a number of years before being switched to more modern materials like copper. Copper-plated zinc in later decades. During this period, inflation in Canada was starting to take its toll, and there were discussions about the rising costs of producing low-denomination coins like the 1 cent piece. Still, the 1981 Canada 1 cent was minted in large quantities, with over 300 million produced that year alone. Let's talk about what you're all here for, the value. In terms of circulated value, this coin is, well, pretty much worth exactly 1 cent. Not much of a surprise, right? The 1981 1 cent coin is still considered legal tender, but due to the fact that Canada discontinued the 1 cent coin in 2013, it no longer circulates, and most people aren't using them in everyday transactions anymore. But here's the catch. While this coin may not be worth much as currency, it does have some value for collectors, especially in certain conditions. Let's break it down. The value of your 1981 1 cent coin can vary depending on several factors. If your coin is in circulated condition, its value remains minimal, just 1 cent or a few cents above face value. But if you happen to have a coin in mint or uncirculated condition, it can fetch anywhere from 5 to 15 cents. Some rare error coins can be worth more than the average coin. Look for things like off-center strikes, double dies, or any obscure variations in the design. These are very rare, but they can significantly increase a coin's value. A coin in mint condition with an error could potentially go for a few dollars or more. Despite being discontinued in 2013, there's still a strong demand for Canadian 1 cent coins in certain circles. Set collectors or those focused on historical currency may be willing to pay a little extra for well-preserved examples, especially if they come from a specific year or mint. So you're wondering where you can sell your 1981 1 cent coins if you do find a special one. If you're looking to make some extra cash, you can try selling your coins on popular auction sites like eBay, where collectors often browse for coins with unique features. You can also check with local coin dealers or visit coin shows to meet collectors who might be interested in your collection. You are asking, why was the 1 cent coin discontinued in the first place? Well, by 2013, the cost of producing a 1 cent coin was higher than its face value. A significant rise in production costs due to rising copper prices and minting costs led Canada's finance minister to eliminate the penny from circulation. The final coins were officially withdrawn, and people were advised to simply round up or down their purchases to the nearest 5 cents. So there you have it. The 1981 Canada 1 cent coin isn't exactly worth a fortune in circulated value, but as a piece of Canada's history, it holds significant meaning. If you happen to have one in great condition or with a unique error, you may have a small hidden gem on your hands. The 1 cent coin has been a part of Canada's currency since the country's formation in 1867.2. The design and composition of the coin changed over time, but it remained an essential part of Canadian daily life for more than a century. In the early years, the coin was made from copper and later copper-plated steel, a material that would persist into the 1981 Canada 1 coin was issued. The reverse of the coin displayed the Blue Nose schooner, an iconic symbol of Canada's maritime heritage. the Blue Nose, a famous fishing vessel built in 1921 in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, was celebrated for its success in racing and its role in Canada's fishing industry. This design had been on the reverse side of the 1-cent coin since 1937. The obverse front of the coin during this period featured the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, who became queen in 1952. The design was created by Michel de Lépée and had been in use since the 1950s. The portrait of the Queen on Canadian coins became a long-standing symbol of the country's royal ties. In 1981, the Royal Canadian Mint produced a significant number of 1-penny coins, and like the previous years, the design remained unchanged, with the Blue Nose schooner and the portrait of the Queen. At this point, Canada was facing inflationary pressures, and while the 1-cent coin was still essential for everyday transactions, it was becoming increasingly expensive to produce due to rising costs of materials. This was also a period of transition for Canadian currency. The Royal Canadian Mint had made the shift to producing coins with copper-plated steel after 1967, which replaced the traditional copper used in earlier years. This change was part of a larger trend to reduce the costs of minting coins while keeping them durable and functional. The 1981 Canada 1-cent coin was circulation before Canada's decision to discontinue the penny in 2013. The Canadian government had been contemplating the elimination of the 1-penny-cent coin for years due to the rising production costs. By 2013, it was more expensive to produce a penny than its face value, leading to the coin's official removal from circulation. Despite the discontinuation, the 1981 Canada 1-cent coin remains a significant part of Canadian numismatic history. For collectors, the coin holds historical value, particularly in mint or uncirculated condition. Coins from this era are sought after by numismatists and those interested in the history of Canadian currency. Although the 1-cent coin is no longer in circulation, it holds an important place in Canadian culture, representing the country's early traditions, maritime heritage, and the evolution of its monetary system. In summary, the 1981 Canada 1-cent coin is a reflection of Canada's commitment to honoring its history through currency. Its unique design, featuring the Blue Nose schooner, along with the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, represents both the country's natural beauty and its ties to the monarchy. Though the coin was discontinued in 2013, it remains a lasting symbol of Canadian currency evolution. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more coin insights and collecting tips. And if you have a 1981 1-cent coin, share your experiences with us in the comments. But what's the most interesting coin in your collection? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Keep collecting!